Namaskar guys, this is Stock Yatra and we are looking at the series of lectures on the basics of the Indian stock market. We have discussed all important concepts and we are at the end of the series of the lectures. We will be discussing only the numbers and charges and taxes of the stock market that you are bound to pay. So first we'll look at the charges that we have to pay. The basic charge that we have to pay is the brokerage. Based on whether you choose a discount broker or a traditional broker, your charges may vary anywhere between 0.02 to 0.2% for discount brokers and 0.1% to 0.5% based on traditional brokers. Otherwise, you can have a flat fees of 20 rupees, but in discount broker, whichever is lower is selected. In traditional broker, whichever is higher is selected. That is the reason I suggest everybody to open trading accounts with discount brokers like ZERODHA, Angel One, and Grow. The advantage is that you don't have to pay high brokerage fees. ZERODHA gives you 0.03% for equity delivery, Angel 0.03%, Grow gives you 0.05%, which is on the long term a little higher because it is almost 2 times the other two. Based on your convenience, you can select any of these. I have attached my referral links in the description below. You can use them to log in to ZERODHA accounts. If you want to open accounts with traditional brokers, I have attached my ANAND referral link too in the description. You can use them to open your ANAND accounts. Now moving on, we also have to pay the security transaction charges, which is 0.1% per trade. Mind you, all the charges that we mention here is on the total value of the trade and not on profit. It is not on the profit that you make. So charges are paid on the total value. If you are buying 10 shares of a particular company for 100 rupees each, the total value is 1000 rupees and you have to pay charges, that is 0.03% of 1000 rupees, which turns out to be 30 rupees. If it's a discount broker, you only pay 20 rupees. Likewise, if you are selling this shares that you have bought, 10 shares, again you are, let us say you are selling these 10 shares at a price of 120 rupees. So your total value is 1200 and you will pay the brokerage and other charges upon this 1200 value and not on the profit of 200 per share, 200 rupees that you are making, right? Keep this in mind. So the other charges that we saw are security transaction charges. Then you have transaction charges on NSE and BSE, which is 0.0035%, which is quite negligible. GST is 18% on the sum of the total above charges. GST usually sums up to be 20% of the charges. So if you are paying a brokerage of 20 rupees, your total charges will be 22.5 rupees, including all these charges. Even the SEBI charges are negligible, which is 10 rupees per crore value of transaction. Stamp charges are also quite negligible. So if you are making a transaction, be it a buy transaction or a sell transaction, you will be paying for any value between 1000 rupees. In discount brokers, you will be paying anywhere between 21 to 25 rupees. Right? That is a glimpse of the transaction charges. Then coming to the taxes, these taxes that you pay will be on the profits that you generate and not on the total value, unlike the charges that we paid. So it is only applicable on the profit that we are paying, we are obtaining from the stock market. The basic tax that we have to pay is the income tax. This is based on the tax slab rate that you fall under in based on whatever is the rate in that financial year. You will have to pay the income tax. Other than the income tax, we have two different taxes called the capital gain tax. One is the short term capital gain tax, the other is the long term capital gain tax. Short term capital gain tax. Okay, capital gain tax is paid on a profit that you obtain from any capital asset. Capital asset includes real estate, gold, stocks, and much more. Okay, on profits that you obtain from these capital assets, you will be paying capital gains. Based on the duration of holding, it will be termed as STCG and LTCG. So STCG, which is the short term capital gain, is for any holding less than 1 year. More than 1 day to less than 1 year is STCG. Intraday transaction profits are not liable to pay STCG. LTCG is anywhere if you hold more than 1 year, you are liable to pay LTCG. Now this STCG and LTCG charges are, for STCG it is 15%, and for LTCG, sorry, there's a correction here, it's 20% that you have to pay, and you have an exemption allowed up to 1 lakh. So if you are making a long term capital gain profit of 1.25 lakhs, you have to pay 20% on 0.25 lakhs. This is the concept of economics in stock market. Hope you like this series of lectures. Stay tuned for further series of lectures that I'll be posting on Stock Yatra. Do like, share and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to not miss any notifications. Thank you. Jai Hind.